What's going on, YouTube fam? Hey, it's Monday. Ready to go. I'm ready to go, you guys. I really am. I hope you is ready to go. I'm like super relaxed, carefree. I would say very carefree today, but like in a great way. Like I'm not overthinking, I'm just in the flow, and this word came to me, I think last night, like yesterday afternoon, and then again, like another confirmation last night. But if you're getting this video, the title of this video is Your Navigation Skills Are Superb. And if this is your first time seeing me, hello, my name is Kimberly Ponce, and welcome to the Kimberly Ponce channel. Oui, très bien, va bien. Everything is good here, you guys. It really is, You know, it's not perfect, but like, I'm pretty darn happy. So, that's what I mean when I say this channel is good. And anyway, if you're getting this video, it means that your navigation skills are like legit, like legit. If this video happened to find you, that means that like you're just one of those people who literally could go into a forest. And stay till the end of this video too, because you'll see what I'm talking about. But like, you could literally be like the person who like say you're with your group for school, and like your teacher like somehow like didn't get the right instructions, and now you're on like a different path in the forest. You're literally the person in the class group that could like get the class back safely to the main road. If you're finding this video, you're the type of person who naturally has always had a good instinct for where your orientations are of like your north, east, and south and west. You somehow seem to know, like, if you even go to like a public restaurant, you like know how to navigate to like the bathroom, even in like that space you've never been in before. And so these are all signs of like somebody who naturally has superb navigation skills. And these are anything, you know, that's like that we do a good job at as humans. That's like not anything that we can take credit for. Like, these are all gifts, and this body is a gift. My body is a gift. Your body's a gift. We're just vessels. We're souls inside these vessels having a human experience, as I'm sure you've heard that before. And yeah, I know for a fact that the way that one's navigation skills are honed over time is through practice. And so you've probably been that person too that's just gone out for walks alone for quite a bit of your life, like a good chunk of your life. You've enjoyed solo walks, and you felt like it was okay, like I'm not going to be tripping or worried about where I'm going because I know which way I came, and I know how to get back. Like, even if it's not exactly all familiar, have you ever noticed how good and natural your navigation skills are? Let's see. It can really get you out of a pickle. Like, say you're driving and you just seem to have a sense for when the next main town is going to be. Say you've been driving for a long time, and it's just like pitch black, and it's 4 a.m. and you're starting to get kind of nervous. But like at the same time, you know that even though like your phone GPS has been dead, you know for a fact that you're going the right way. Like, your navigation skills will always serve you amazizingly because your intuition is spot on. And these are discernment gifts from the Holy Spirit. And I have some verses too that go into it. And then like a couple more examples and stuff. But yeah, this video is like, I'm not gonna say it's random, but it's coming to me, and I believe I'm led to share it. I also have here, your natural navigation skills are uncanny. So you literally can just be feeling like, I don't know how to like get out of this forest, or like, but like you always find a way back to like that main path or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And there's never a time where your navigation leads you astray. It's like always spot on. You're in touch with like that inner compass. You can even be out on water, and you have a feeling of knowing when the next land is coming. If you are out in water and you start to see birds, that's a sign that you're approaching shore soon. And thank God I didn't have another S word to say. I would have gotten all tongue twisted on that. So yeah, it's like insane, your navigation skills. If this video is finding you, it's truly remarkable how you could literally get dropped off somewhere and just make it out just fine, and probably come out with like a plate of mac and cheese and chicken wings, like somehow like you provided for yourself miraculously. And like you're like always, you're like never gonna be like that person that's like stranded in the desert with like no creativity or no positive mindset. Like you're always gonna be like your best guide. For example, when people climb Mount Everest, they have what's called a Sherpa with them, and that's like the mountain guide that will, you know, like very, very experienced. And I saw this like article, there's a Sherpa that's climbed like Mount Everest like literally 33 times or something like that. And like you're kind of like, if you're getting this video, you're definitely like the person that's like the mom, the dad, the Sherpa, and the imaginative artist all in one, and you're just fine all the time because you have so many skills that you possess that make you successful when you navigate, say on a solitary journey, for example. And you have the capabilities of all these different multifaceted skill sets from like all these experiences you've had. And so that's why you do so well when you go out on a trip and you make it out just fine. You don't know the exact what do you call it when you go to the airport, you know, like what's it called, which gate you're departing from, and like which airline you're flying with and stuff like that. Like, but you eventually like you get it and stuff. And like say like for me, I know like in the past I've like shown up in a third world country and like I didn't know. Well, I showed up in a non-developed country. I don't know, like PC. Wait, I was in Peru, and I like didn't have plans on where I was gonna sleep, and it worked out just fine. I wouldn't recommend that. That definitely made crunch time very crunchy. But it all worked out just fine. God provided like this beautiful apartment because God's amazing and will never let us go without, you know, the provision we need. He's so amazing. But like, you know, there's trips that I'm sure you've taken in the past and you're like kind of surprised yourself. You're like, wow, I didn't know anything about this country. I didn't know anything about this culture, or I knew a little bit about the language, but like I just kind of showed up. And I like had an idea in my mind of like a couple of waterfalls or like whatever it is that you had in mind that you wanted to do in that place, and you just followed the flow. And like that's why I wanted to like make this video. It's like if you're getting this video, that means like your natural flow is something you should absolutely pay attention to, or like don't pay attention too much because then you'll like get out of the flow. But if you just like relax enough, but then /be focused enough, you find yourself in the flow. And that's when you're navigating like, stupendously, like, perfectly. Because you're not overshooting and you're not like undershooting. Like you're in the flow and you kind of just take the right, accurate estimated, educated guesses of best places to stop, best places to use the bathroom, best places to de-weight your backpack a little bit. Maybe you're a traveler who like puts everything on the backpack, and you got a good solid pair of hiking boots, and like that's how you roll, and you mail yourself new socks and new materials at every 10-mile post. For example, like those who are like avid, solo backpackers, like how to provide for yourself in the future. You know what to do if you get like, unforgiving and lousy little blisters on the back of your heel, but you have another 7 miles to go before your next post. Like these are the talking about all this is making me miss traveling and stuff like so much, because I love, and like I don't know, if you guys know, like I'm from the West Coast, so like that's all we do is hike and smoke weed. West Coast, best coast. Anyway, what else do West Coast people do? Grow weed. Bro, it's probably not that funny. Without further ado, let's take a look at what the Bible has to say about navigation. Because, like, as I was saying, like, all of these awesome ways to navigate, it's not, like, we are awesome like that, but it's because God's making us awesome. And so we see here in Acts 27:28, they took soundings and found it to be 20 fathoms, and a little farther on, they took another sounding and found it to be 15 fathoms. I'm not exactly sure what that verse is referring to. Acts 27:20, since neither sun nor stars appeared for many days, and no small storm was assailing us, from then on, all hope of our being saved was gradually abandoned. So sometimes when we're out on a journey, on a trip, say you're in a foreign country you've never been in before, and you're all of a sudden unable to find your passport, and you checked all your pockets. Now you're in a real pickle, sweet gal, or pretty gentleman dude. You need that to be able to get back. You know what I'm saying? So this would be an example, a theoretical example of when maybe it feels like all hope was gradually abandoned. Since neither sun nor stars appeared for many days, and no small storm was assailing us, from then all of our hope was being saved was gradually abandoned. And as we also see in the Bible too, I forget exactly which verse, but hope deferred makes the heart sick. So keep in mind to practice positive thinking and positive mindset, even if what you're hoping for has been perpetually delayed, because we know that the longer the delay, the bigger the blessing. Yeah. And then we have Exodus 13:21. The Lord was going before them in a pillar of cloud by day to lead them on the way, and in a pillar of fire by night to give them light, that they might travel by day and by night. Wow, that's really nice. I like that quite a bit. So I like that too. I like that quite a bit. There's this other verse that I like. Can't remember exactly which one, but it's like, when we walk through the fire, Jehovah will be with us, and we will not be scorched. So even though we do walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but His rod and His staff, it comforts me. We are always guided. We are always assisted. He's with us at all times, and He's lighting up our path, whether we're walking in traveling by day or whether we're traveling by nighttime. The Lord goes before us with the pillar of cloud by day to lead them on the way, and in a pillar of fire by night. Gosh, isn't that beautiful, you guys? And then we have Psalm 78:14. Then he led them with the cloud by day, and all the night with a light of fire. I like how it's talking about fire at nighttime, and then like a cloud by day. I don't know, I like the visuals. I like the visuals. And I like how it symbolizes like strength. Like fire to me is like, that's an unmistakable light. Like you're gonna see that light and you're gonna be guided. Guaranteed. That's guaranteed assistance, guaranteed hope, guaranteed help. If you have guaranteed hope, you're gonna have guaranteed help. Yeah. Alrighty, great. Nehemiah 9:12. And with a pillar of cloud you led them by day, and with a pillar of fire by night, to light for them the way in which they were to go. So sometimes, yeah, like we're like navigating just our 9-to-5 daily life, like bustling about from point A to point B. Like sometimes for me that's from Grand Central all the way back to the Bronx. Like sometimes I do need a little bit of assistance just to get back to, you know, back home. But like there's trips we take where it's like there's more, it's like higher stakes, there's more risk, and that's where we hone in to the still quiet voice in our heart and listen for it, for instructions of how to get to where we want to go. And that's how God guides us, and he'll show us, you know, God communicates to us in many different ways for a lot of different people. I went on a date recently. This was like last week or like 2 weeks ago, like 2 Friday nights ago. And he asked me, how does God speak to you? And I've been thinking about that question ever since he asked me. Like we haven't talked or anything since. But like I hear music and lyrics that speaks to me when I'm going through something, and then numbers and colors. And so however God speaks to you, like you'll be out on your journey and you'll see maybe a milepost or a certain kind of a bird. You know, God knows our hearts and our stories and every little detail of our past life and every detail of the future lives that we're going to live. And so he knows exactly how to communicate to us in a way that resonates. And however that it looks for you, put weight in that, in Jesus speaking to you in that way, because that is how he is, you know, lighting the way by night with the fire, or by lighting the way by day with the cloud, and instructing us which way to go. And with the pillar of fire and by night to light for them the way to go. And with a pillar of fire by night and with a pillar of cloud by day, to light for them the way in which they were to go. So God will tell us which way to go. Just be paying attention to the things that you might not even think is a sign, but it's kind of like the stuff that's always like underneath our noses, you know what I'm saying? My mom always used to say, I'm sure she still does, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. And so like sometimes things are like literally right underneath us, or right in our vicinity, or underneath our nose, and we just still can't hear it or pick up on what God is telling us to do. But notice patterns. Like God is like beautifully persistent in that way. He's gentle. I love that. Mark 1:12. Immediately the Spirit impelled him to go out into the wilderness. So sometimes we feel like, you know, an urge or an impulse, and that can be the Spirit guiding us which way to go. And that can be sometimes a warning or a nudge of intuition that's in our best interest. And then lastly, we're going to finish off with John 16:13. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide us into all the truth, for he will not speak on his own initiative, but whatever he hears, he will speak, and he will disclose to you what is to come. Wow. I love that. So, once again, thank you very much for being here. I love you guys so much. Thank you to the new subs. Welcome to the fam. I love y'all more than I can really say. More than I can really ever say. This YouTube channel has changed my life. So many good things. So many good things. So many beautiful friendships and connections and inspiration and healing community. I love you guys so much. And if you're getting this video, it's confirmation, and take it back to God and test the spirit behind everything that you feel led that is resonating in your spirit. Take that back to God and make sure that that's what you're supposed to be hearing, or that this is understanding. What you're understanding is what you're meant to be getting from a certain message. But what I'm sharing with you, if it is for the right person that's finding this, then that means you are naturally such a good guide, and you can get yourself out of any situation that seems like you need a roadmap to get out of, but you always know how to quite literally physically navigate yourself out of a hiking a mountain range or like a forest. Like, you're physically keen, mentally keen, and your natural compass and how to navigate is superb. And never mistake that as a gift from God and the Holy Spirit as they are with you. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Stay tuned for more awesome content. You know it's coming right down the pipeline this week. We got some hot things coming. We really do. Stay tuned for all of that, okay? I love you all so much. You know what comes next. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay chosen. Peace.